Welcome to the 2026 UIM F1H2O World Championship Season Preview. From returning favorites to brand new frontiers, and with more locations still to be revealed, the path ahead is anything but predictable. But as always, it all leads to one place, Sharjah, where champions are crowned. A lot has changed heading into 2026. In a major shakeup, three-time world champion Jonas Andersson leaves his longtime home team to join Team Abu Dhabi, forming a potential super team. But is it enough to challenge the might of the reigning champions Victory Team and four-time world champion Sean Torrente? But closing in fast are the young guns of Sharjah Team, led by Rusty Wyatt and Stefan Arend, setting the stage for a season-long battle between experience and rising talent that could redefine the balance of power. At the same time, a technical shift is beginning to emerge as a second team commits to the four-stroke engine platform, challenging conventions about the future direction of performance in F1H2O. The 2026 season features a brand new, exciting calendar. The tour returns to Cagliari, Sardinia, kicking off the season in style before the fleet heads into uncharted territory with the championship's first ever visit to Kyrgyzstan at Usyk-Kul. A breathtaking venue set 1,600 meters above sea level. From there, it moves on to the stormy battles of Shanghai and the always stunning backdrops across China. And then into the Middle East in the spectacular setting of Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, as the journey once again builds towards Sharjah, where the final showdown will decide the champion. But as the season unfolds, the question is no longer just who is fastest, but which team can deliver race after race through punishing circuits and relentless conditions across an entire championship. Join us as we take you inside the 2026 season and the stories shaping the fight for the title. The road to Sharjah starts now. The season begins in Cagliari, Sardinia. Returning to the scenic Sardinian city for the first time since 2004, Cagliari brings with it both history and uncertainty, as the current generation of riders faces a circuit largely unfamiliar to them. And all eyes will be on the team that's made the biggest statement heading into the new season, Team Abu Dhabi. A dominant force over the past decade, Guido Capellini, the most successful figure in the sport's history, Team Abu Dhabi has long set the standard for performance, but the past few seasons have fallen short of those expectations. Now they arrive in 2026 reinforced with Jonas Andersson, a three-time world champion who narrowly missed out on the title last season in a nail-biting finale. The Swede is widely regarded as one of the sport's top engine tuners and among its top qualifiers. Andersson earned his championships the hard way. With fewer resources than his rivals, the fusion of Team Abu Dhabi's infrastructure, Guido Capellini's legendary hull development, and Andersson's deep technical understanding could transform the championship landscape.
Sure, I was racing against Guido when I started, and actually I beat him sometimes, and he was a very aggressive driver, and to be a driver for, first of all, to the club Abu Dhabi and work together with Guido is a fantastic opportunity for me, especially now when maybe I don't have so many years. We are going with my guys, it's going together with the Guido's mechanics, and we have so much equipment together so we can choose what we want to use, and I have 5 boats, and I don't know how many boats Abu Dhabi have, but we can really go into the small details. I think, it's going to be a super team.
He joins his fellow countryman and good friend Eric Stark. One of the fastest and most aggressive racers in the sport, Stark entered last season with high expectations following his move to Abu Dhabi, but struggled to consistently deliver, finishing 8th overall.
It has been a tough season for us. It started with a big crash in Indonesia, and one of the newest boats got destroyed, so I took the reserve boat. And starting the season with a crash is not what you want. And even if you have been doing this for a long time, a crash always gets in your head a little bit. And it was a long time for me I crashed, so maybe I suffered a little bit in the beginning of the season for that. Jonas has been the benchmark for many years now. And normally I should be better than him in qualifying. We both love it a lot, but it will be so fun to see who is fastest this year when we have the same equipment and everything. Yeah, I think Guido has done an amazing job to put us together again. So, yeah, 26, come on.
Completing the lineup is Rashid Al-Khamzi, a 5-time F2 world champion, returning to the top category with unfinished business.
Yeah, for sure is to try to win one more championship, and for sure we go for the team championship with Team Abu Dhabi, and now we have the possibility with a strong team behind.
Standing in their way are the reigning Team World Champions, Victory Team. At the center of their success is Sean Torrente. After retiring in 2024 following a brutal crash, the American made a remarkable comeback in 2025, returning to reclaim his 4th World Championship. His opening race fell short, but he recovered. Through relentless consistency, he took control of the fight, delivered a commanding win in Jeddah, and surged to the title. Now, he arrives in 2026 as defending champion, tempered by experience and wiser than ever.
Honestly, the biggest thing I learned in 2025, and that's really from the time away in 24, was that I used to be a big ball of stress and anxiety, worrying about a whole bunch of stuff that I couldn't control. The way I've changed as a driver is the young Torrente is faster over 1 lap, for sure. He can be quicker over 1 lap, but he was a terrible driver when it comes to winning championships. So that's changed completely now. Now I take the risk when it's necessary. I see the big picture all the time. I don't worry about being quickest in practice, it doesn't matter. I worry about making sure that the boat is the way I want it so that when it needs to perform, I can make it perform. It's just a completely different deal. I used to, want to be quickest on every lap. Now I know when it's important to be fast and when it's important to not take the risk and take the points. And some of that is just built up over time. You have success and you get to a level and you just know it's there, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. And if it wasn't me speaking right now and I was listening when I was in 2012, 15 years ago or whatever it was, I'd have been like, that guy don't know what he's talking about. He's stupid. I can be fast just like this. I can win like this. But over time you learn that's not how you can win. I see it in other drivers now because I do watch other drivers, and there's some really, really, really good and fast drivers on our circuit and young guys that are amazing. But man, they make decisions sometimes. You're like, man, I ain't got to worry about you winning my championship because that ain't going to work. It might work that time, but it ain't going to work the next 10 times you try it, which you're going to keep trying. So, it's all right.
Alongside him, Alec Bäckström continues to build on a breakthrough season. His first Grand Prix victory in Zhengzhou marked a significant milestone, while a series of strong finishes throughout the year played a key role in delivering the team's championship. No longer a developing talent, Bäckström now enters the season as a proven front-runner.
So in 2025 I learned a lot about myself and about the guy I would like to be in the future, like where to better myself, look in the mirror and find the weaknesses and try to work on them for the future. The relationship with Sean in the beginning was like dad and son, but then I think if we go outside of racing, if I have been thinking how I will be when I'm 50 years old, looking at Sean, your mind will always be 20. He's still a kid inside his head, but he's maybe smarter and does better choices than us young guys do.
I compare my younger self to Alec. Really, not at all. We're very, very different human beings. He worries about more things at 27 than I worry about at 45, which is kind of crazy. Everything has to be a certain specific way. I call it a very European way. I'm American way. It's like, oh, this isn't right. It doesn't matter. I'll just make it work. He's like, nope, the steering wheel's off 1 millimeter. I must stop the test and go in and fix the steering wheel right now because I cannot drive. I cannot drive.
For 2026, for me to become the world champion, I think I need to learn from my teammate a little bit more that when to push and when not to push, and maybe lose 10 kilos. I think that will help.
Closing in fast behind victory is Sharjah team. Driven by a young, tenacious pairing that surged to second last season, they return stronger with even greater firepower. Before we return to Sharjah and the team that could upset everything, let's take a look at the road ahead and the contenders shaping the fight. After Italy, the Tour heads to Central Asia for the first ever Grand Prix of Kyrgyzstan, held on Issykul, a vast lake in the east of the country. At over 1,600 meters above sea level, it becomes the highest altitude venue in championship history, set against dramatic mountain ranges and sweeping steppe plains. The thinner air will challenge every team, impacting engine performance. A challenge that plays directly into the hands of one of the most technically distinctive teams on the grid, Stromoy Racing. Led by Marit Stromoy, the Norwegian veteran and multiple race winner continues to push forward the development of the four-stroke APX Mercury engine platform, now entering its third year. The project is beginning to show real promise as Stromoy's persistence and long-term vision starts to close the gap to the front.
We knew that it was not going to be easy. People were saying that we would be definitely last, but we've proven already from day one that the project, the engine has power, and we just have to get every bits and pieces together. The engine itself is a lot heavier. It has a lot of power out of the corners, but in a deep corner where you really have to set the boat hard and the speed goes down, the two-stroke might be a bit faster. Top speed-wise, four-stroke for sure. The places we go to, the race courses get shorter, more bouncy, more choppy. We seem to have a pretty big problem when it gets rough, and it's something we have to sort out for the 26th season.
She continues alongside teammate Bartek Marszalek. The Polish ace will be hoping to continue the momentum he built in the latter half of the 2025 season, which peaked with a podium finish in the Grand Prix of Jeddah.
For 2026 we need to keep going like now. I have wonderful crew also, I need to mention it, but finally I have people that I can trust, so everybody knows what to do, and we as a team we are also strong now, and that is really important. In F1 I think the driving of the boat, it gives you the freedom, and when you fly the boat above the water, it's really one of the best feelings which I get in my life. So you can't compare it to car or bike, it's totally different machine. So when you hold it and when you finally feel it, it's amazing feeling.
Another four-stroke program that joins the grid as Maverick Racing driver Cedric Deguine becomes the second driver after Marit Stromoy to make the switch from a two-stroke to a four-stroke engine.
I am very excited. All the team is very excited. The last season we worked too much on the engine, brought 4 engines, and all the time we work, start at 5 o'clock, finish at 10 o'clock, it's too much. My goal for this season is to show that to all the other team that this is the way. 4-stroke is the way.
Maverick's lineup remains the same with Alexander Bourgeot in the number 74 with a two-stroke engine.
For this season, I think my driving is better. I learned from our best drive, race after race.
Atlantic team enters 2026 as one of the most quietly improving outfits in the paddock, with a clear upward trajectory highlighted by Great Britain's Ben Jelf, who secured a strong third-place finish in Indonesia in 2025 and now sets his sights on breaking into the top 6.
Say what a brilliant year it was. I mean, say we started the year in third position. We've had a whole year of action, drama, and maybe a little bit of tension as well. And for us, it's still a bit of a learning curve when it comes to qualifying more than anything. I say we're still just trying to get ourselves up there. We always have really good race pace, but it's not quite enough just to get that lap for qualifying normally. These guys that I'm racing with have been doing this for such a long time. They've got that nailed down every time. I mean, Jonas, he seems to get out that perfect lap and holds it until that very last minute every time. So we're just maybe trying to get ourselves to that point. Marit just seems to be my benchmark at the moment, always still sitting just behind her in the championship each time. So she's very, very fast, and she's going really well with her new Apex package this year. So we're just still trying to make sure that we are trying to stay consistent with her and maybe just trying to get ahead of her at this point in time.
Alongside him, Portugal's Duarte Benavente brings veteran experience, one of the sport's most respected figures, now entering what could be his final chapter.
Honestly, this has been my life since I decided to start it, and that's what would keep me hungry to do it, because it's what I like to do. Everything has an end, and you know, I'm not younger, so probably my last one in Formula 1.
The next stop on the road to Sharjah takes the championship to China for a doubleheader, back-to-back events, returning once again to Shanghai, a battleground of extreme conditions set against one of the world's most dynamic cities. All eyes will be on the CTIC China team on home waters as local fans rally behind them. Leading the charge is Peter Marin, who ran consistently with the front pack in 2025, but struggled to convert that pace into regular podiums. His ability to fight through the field under pressure makes him one of the most compelling drivers on the grid.
For sure, it was not the best season we did, because one crash in the first racing. I learned a lot. We was looking for the performance as every race, so it was a really difficult year for us. China team is really special because we have a lot of family links with all guys, and we know very well each other. We are like friends in the real life. We are working, but first of all we are like friends all together.
American driver Brent Dillard returns full-time in 2026 after missing all but the final race of 2025 due to a back injury. A consistent performer, he and Peter Marin helped secure third in the team's championship in both 2023 and 2024, and now aim to build on that form this season.
So my strength is racing, and my weakness is qualifying. So I can qualify 10th and finish 4th. There's been a couple of races where I've had to switch motors, start last on the dock, and I'm finishing in the top 5 because I'm passing boats left and right. I gotta learn how to, on demand, hey, we need your fastest lap that you've ever done right now. For 2026, what I want to do, Brent Dillard wants to do, is I want to get every pole and I want to win every race. I mean, that's the goal every single time I get in the boat, is to win. Win, baby, win. I mean.
One of the grid's most intriguing new pairings sees two-time world champion Sammy Celio join forces with Comparato Racing, led by Alberto Comparato. The Italian showed flashes of potential throughout last season, with a series of strong finishes in multiple sprint races. However, hopes of a high standing were hampered by 4 consecutive DNFs.
In this month we did work a lot on the workshop that I have in my hometown in Chioggia. We buy a new dyno, so we are working very strong on that. I have a new test place that is a secret, of all the other will go again, like in Sannazzaro. First was only for the Italian drivers, but now everyone is going there. And yeah, we'll test and try to develop the new boat and new engine. Well, I hope no more technical problems, and that will help a lot, and hopefully fighting for the championship.
Finnish racing legend Sammy Celio adds a new chapter to his career, bringing his experienced crew and equipment to the team while taking on a pivotal role as team manager.
Yeah, I start to be a bit old now, passing the mark of 50s. But of course, the racing with Formula 1, it's not really the age issue if you keep yourself fit enough. The driving this boat it's something unique. You don't have the other sport in the world like the motorsport where every single lap in your life is different. So that always new challenge ahead of you every turn. There's the waves and the winds, what nobody cannot control, and they change. Plus there's the current and the water quality. We have the big differences and variation of the race course every single lap what you're driving in your life. And that's keep you motivated and you love it so much. It's difficult to make decision that I will not try one more year.
As the Tour reaches its mid-season and enters the decisive phase, the championship returns to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, following the success of last year's inaugural race, which drew massive crowds and global attention. A spectacular stage for one of the season's most anticipated events. And after months of battle, all roads lead to Sharjah. A season's worth of pressure comes down to a single weekend on the Khalid Lagoon, a circuit set in the heart of the city that has defined the sport's finale for decades. Sharjah is a gateway to the Arabian desert where golden dunes, untouched coastlines, and the calm waters of the Khalid Lagoon create a fitting stage for the championship finale. And here on home waters, Sharjah team takes center stage. Leading the charge is Rusty Wyatt. One of the most explosive talents on the grid, the Canadian has already shown he can dominate. He kicked off the 2025 season with a brilliant win in Indonesia, but a campaign marked by both standout victories and costly crashes ultimately disrupted his momentum. Now the question remains, can he deliver when it matters most?
You know, it's tough being patient as a racer. You want to race for the win at all times. And, you know, when I rolled in Shanghai, it was just, you know, it wasn't even so much a poor decision on pushing too hard. It was just fell into a hole in a big roller and just rolled the boat. And from that point on, you know, it was there was a lot to take from that. And, you know, if I'm in second place, I want to be first. I'm in fourth, I want to be first. You know, it's whatever. And that's just the way I've always raced, and I'm always full out, you know. And this is also the issue. Sometimes you need to relax a little bit, and that can bite you sometimes. So you got to be super smart out there at all times. And you know, to win a championship, you need to be good all the time. And obviously building the new Sharjah boat and now being in the new Sharjah boat is huge. And we've gone shorter and kept the same kind of boat. So the boats have gotten way more aggressive over the years, which makes them way more difficult to drive, especially when the rough water conditions come. So we got a setup that I think is going to work in both. We done lots of testing prior to Sharjah race and got comfortable with the boat, and we'll see what it does in 2026. And I'm hoping it's going to work out, and we're going to see.
Alongside him, Estonian Stefan Arendt arrives with growing confidence. It was here in Sharjah that he claimed his first ever Grand Prix victory at the end of the 2025 season, a breakthrough moment that confirmed his arrival at the very top level. Composed, precise, and rapidly improving, he returns with greater expectation.
In 2025, I was a bit of a guinea pig in a way. We started off with the Sharjah boat, you know, and we've definitely learned a lot. I've learned a lot about how to set up a boat, you know, what all goes into it. It's not just a boat and an engine, it's many, many moving parts. It was a big year for me as a driver because I feel like I really leveled up in a few different places that are very key to get a good setup and to get pole positions and to win races. I feel like I found my place in the Sharjah team. We don't have any fights or anything. We're all united team, really. All of our objective is to do as good as we possibly can as a team. Obviously, I want to win, and Rusty wants to win as well. But there's also the other side of it where I want Rusty to do good, and Rusty wants me to do good. So it's really helped us as a team. I feel like that we are a real team. The perfect 2026 would be that we start and finish every single race, hopefully with the boat in one piece every time, and then, you know, obviously a Sharjah 1-2 is the dream. You know, it's obviously I want to win, but I also want Rusty to be right there. So it's that would be the ideal 2026 for me.
And Sharjah team expands its lineup, adding a third driver, Australian sensation Grant Trask, whose performances last season with the CTIC China team and later under Jonas Andersson's mentorship at Team Sweden proved he can compete at the front. With every team assembled and every contender in place, the stage is set. A three-way fight looms between the giants, while a hungry field of challengers stands ready to disrupt them at every turn. Who will rise, who will fall, and who will etch their name into history? The 2026 UIM F1H2O World Championship is set to be one of the most intense yet. The road to Sharjah begins now.